I'm Maddie Clark.
And I'm Juve. It's February 22nd, 2019, and you're watching Cougar News Network, brought to you by Asheville Middle School Journalism.
Next week, it looks like cloudy weather with a high of 66 and a low of 25.
Seems it's going to stay cold next week.
I can't wait for spring. Our top stories today include an outbreak of measles, a warehouse shooting, counselors from Asheville High and Silsa, and an interview with AMS Soccer.
We now turn to Sky reporting on the measles outbreak.
In the Philippines, there has been a major measles outbreak with over 8,000 infected and 136 dead. Most of the victims have been children, and the issue has been partly blamed on vaccination fears and propaganda. Duque said by telephone, no ifs, no buts, no conditions. You just have to bring your kids in and trust the vaccines will save your children. That's the absolute answer to this outbreak. People online have been outraged at anti-vax parents for a while for not protecting the kids, but they still insist that it causes autism. So it's a very fragile problem that could very well end in a disaster. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Guy. It seems like measles outbreaks are hitting many countries lately. Our national story for today is about a shooting in a warehouse in Illinois. We go to Carter Marshbanks with the story.
On Friday the 15th, Gary Martin, a former worker for the Henry Pratt Company, shot and killed 5 workers. Gary had just been fired that day. Once he had found out that he had been fired, he had began to take shots. Once the police found him, they engaged in a 90-minute gunfight, ending in Gary Martin dead. He had illegally bought his handgun in 2014. Police are trying to figure out why he was not forced to get rid of it, because Gary had former charges in a different state, according to CNN. John Probst, an employee at the company, said that Gary was just shooting everybody. When asked about Gary Martin, his neighbor, Mary McKnight, said, "He seemed very friendly. I'm sad and shocked. You never know." Our condolences go out to his friends and families of those affected.
Thank you, Carter.
It's really sad that this kind of stuff happens.
I agree. It's really unfortunate and tragic that people do this.
We now go to Lily reporting on counselors from the high school coming to our campus.
Thanks, Juve. This week's local story is a feature on Asheville High School in Silsa. 8th graders. High school counselor meetings will be held at our school starting next week to help you finalize your high school decisions. These decisions include school choice, elective choices, and honors and standard class options. If you are struggling to make a choice or confused about what each school offers, I'm here to help you. Some of the biggest differences between Asheville High and Silsa are the way classes are scheduled, honors options, and school size. First, class scheduling. Asheville High allows you to select 2 core classes and 2 electives each semester, while Silsa is on an AB schedule. This means that you would have 2 core classes on an A day, and on a B day, you would have 2 different core classes. A and B days alternate on an every other day schedule for the entire year, instead of changing classes at the end of the first semester. For honors classes, if you prefer a choice, they are available but not required at Asheville High. If you are ready to push yourself, Silsa is composed of all honors classes, which count a half point higher on your GPA at each school. Class sizing may come as a surprise to you. Silsa has the possibility of smaller class sizes because it's a smaller school, but there is no guarantee that your class size will be any different at Silsa than it would be at Asheville High. Elective options for freshman students can be found online at Asheville High School's website. Keep in mind that if you want to go to Silsa, an elective called Survivor is required for freshmen to take. This course will teach you how to be the most successful student you can be. While both are great schools, one might be a better fit for you than the other. No matter what choice you make, remember to continue working hard and make the best of it. Good luck in high school, 8th graders. As for 6th and 7th graders, remember that it is never too early to start thinking about future high school opportunities.
Thanks, Lily.
Be sure to think long and hard about what school you want to go to and what classes you want to take.
The end of the year is right around the corner.
Not to shame.
I'm Shane, and I'm here with Ingrid and Aaron from the soccer team. What are y'all most looking forward to this season?
We're most looking forward to being undefeated and making it to the championship for the 2nd year in a row and hopefully winning this year.
What are y'all guys working on at practice?
Right now we're working on getting in shape for the season, so we're working on strength, agility, and speed.
Thanks. This is Shane from AMS Sports.
Thanks, Shane.
I'm excited for the spring sports season.
Me too.
Go Cougars!
Before we sign off, here are a few more updates. Don't forget to buy your yearbook. Prices begin to go up next week and books will begin to sell out.
I'm Maddie Clark.
And I'm Juve. Signing off.
Until next time, Cougar family, have a roarific week.
Cougar Pride!